Hello and welcome to Talking Whiskey. My name is Grant and today we're going to be talking Talisker Skye. So Talisker was founded back in 1813. They're located on the island of Skye, which is on the northwest coast of Scotland. Now they're currently owned by Diageo and they are either classified as a Highland whiskey or an island whiskey. At the moment there's still debates and changes on how they classify whiskies that are on the islands. I'm leaning towards calling it an island whiskey as opposed to a Highland whiskey, but there's still work going on with the classifications there. To me, it's an island whiskey and it comes from the Isle of Skye. So this is the Talisker Skye. Now this was first released back in 2015 and it's been part of their non-age statement releases. Now a non-age statement means that there's no age statement on it, but you can guarantee that the minimum whiskey that's going into it is 3 years old because that's the law. There's still a thing going on with age statements. That doesn't mean that it's a good thing, doesn't mean it's a bad thing, just means for me personally, distilleries can experiment more with what's going on, they can put more stuff into it. So it could be quite likely that actually the youngest thing that goes into this is maybe 4 years old, but the oldest thing can maybe 30 years old. It doesn't take away from anything, they've just chose not to put an age statement on it. Right, let's get it poured. Now Talisker Skye is used with American oak and they call it refill oak. Now that could be first fill, it could be second fill. They're not entirely specific on the website about whether it is first or second fill that they're doing. Either way, it's probably going to be first and second as well actually. They could be doing both and blending it all together and seeing what comes out of it. Now they do add colouring to this one because it is quite a dark whiskey. Now, adding colour, as I know I've said before, it's just a consistency thing. It's to give it a consistency that every bottle is going to look the same, or every whiskey that you can pour is going to look the same. So, as always, I'm going to do a minimum of 3 notes on the nose and a minimum of 3 notes on the taste. You can join along with me, give me some of your notes and let me know what you think. So, let's dive in for the nose. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So immediately you've got a light peated note in there. You've got like it's like a sea salt but with a salted caramel. Oh, that's really nice. Now something I do have to say is that some of the people that have given comments and given reviews on this in the whiskey profession have called it a friendlier Talisker. I do think I have to agree with them, but it's still a really, really nice whiskey. Oh yeah. You got like a real earthy note there going on as well. You get to me, I'm just getting a real coastal vibe, and you know, it could be the box that's maybe doing that to me. I could be primed initially by the box, but I'm getting like a real coastal seawater, salted caramel kind of thing going on. There's an earthy note there too. I've already said that, sorry. There's like a little bit of a dense, hang on. Yeah, there's a real dense sweetness in there, like a real thick, heavy fudge almost. Yeah, kind of like a real fudge note in there too, kind of real thick, dense sweetness too, but it's way behind all of those salty, peaty, earthy notes, but it's definitely there in the background. That's really nice. And the sea salt is more of going back to sea salt note, it's more of like a sea salt spray. Like you're standing on the side of the coast and it's a little bit windy and there's this there's a wave that crashes and it goes. So you get all this sea salt flapping up in your eyes and your nose and your mouth, which at the time you think, oh, that's horrible, but it's coming across very nice when you add it to a whiskey. Right, let's go for the taste. Oh yeah. Oh, that is, So that peatiness is there, but it's not like an Isla peat. It's like a real earthy peat. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe that peat. It's not got the iodine notes in it. It's not got any meaty notes in it. It's really earthy. I want to say soil, but that sounds really off-putting. But it's earthy peat. I think that's the best way that I can describe it. That's definitely in the forefront, and then you've got that real sea salt note there as well, kind of real, yeah, like and back to the salted caramel. So you've got that big punch of the earthy peat, salted caramel going on, and it lingers. It's still lingering now. I'm going to go back again. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. I would say that's the two main things going on. Is you've got that earthy peat and you've got the sea salt, salted caramel kind of effect. I'm kind of grouping them into two, but you could almost separate them at the same time. That toffee note is occurring in there as well, but again on the nose it's quite subtle. Not toffee, sorry, fudge. Although on the taste I'm maybe thinking it is toffee now. But on the nose it's definitely fudge. Oh, that's bizarre. Hang on. Yeah, actually I think on the taste that fudge is coming across more as a dense toffee rather than fudge. That is really nice, really good. And the more I keep coming back to it, the more that kind of earthy peat becomes a bit more of like a campfire. I know the best way to describe it. So you take the log off of the campfire, you let it go out, and that smoke that comes off of the log that you've just taken out the campfire, that's the effect. So you've not doused the fire or anything, you've just let it go out naturally, and you've got that campfire smoke, but it's a bit more of the natural kind of wood effect that you're getting from it. That kind of, you've had it on the ground. Again, I say it again, that earthy note. I think that's the best way to describe that smoke. Right, let's try it with some water and see what happens to it. So again, I'm only going to do a little bit, and that'll do nicely. So something that they've done with it is that they've released it at 45.8%. Now, to me, that tells me that that's a flavor preference. Now we've given it a little bit of time. Let's go back and see what's happened. Oh, hello. So the little bit of water has kind of really died down a lot of that sea salty note. And now it's just big, punchy smoke. It's not even earthy anymore. Now it's like solid bonfire smoke. Oh yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The earthy note is still there. I know I've said that so many times in this video, but I have to keep saying it because it's probably the best way I could try and describe it. But now it's like a bonfire smoke. You've got that sweetness in there as well. That kind of salted caramel is still there, but a lot of the salty side of it has died down a lot. And you know what? I'm starting to get almost a little bit of a dried fruit going on. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm kind of getting, I want to say like a dried apricot, a little bit of a dried apricot note going on there as well. So it's become a little bit fruity, a little bit more summery. Maybe that's the best way to describe it. Right, let's go for a taste. Oh yeah. So that's bonfire, campfire smoke. Bonfire, campfire smoke. That caramel is still there. I think that salted caramel is consistent the whole way through it. That fruit note that I was getting on the nose isn't showing up on the taste. There's a little bit of a black pepper kick in the back of it. And it's not an alcohol kick, it's like definite black pepper. Hang on, let me go back. Oh, that is really good. Yes, everything that I've said before, that black pepper is definitely there. And there's there's that subtle fruit, that subtle dried apricot that I said on the nose, that's now almost turned into like a really, really light regular apricot. Not dried, just fresh apricot. Really subtle. Like, you have to go looking for it. But that's something that I'm getting there. That is a really good malt. I really like that. I mean, you can tell I really like it, but I really like that. I would say if you're fairly new to trying peaty whiskey, this could be a good one for you to try to see what you think. If you've maybe had like maybe some blends or something where there's a little bit of peat in there, and you maybe want to take it to the next step, this could be something that you want to go down. If you love camping, yeah, I think that's definitely right up your alley. I think with some of the island malts where you've got, like Lefroy for example, where you've got that iodine note in there, I personally adore it. I know some people are put off by it. If you like smoke and wood smokes, that's for you, I think. And that kind of, if you like smoke and salted caramel, that's for you. That is really good. I'm really enjoying that. Right, before I stand here and rant for ages about how much I'm enjoying this, let me know what you guys think in the comments about it. Give me a like, give me a share, subscribe, and cheers.